So we are going to discuss how you can get more nobles in tribal wars. So having more nobles means you noble more villages, you rise in points, you have more troops, more villages means you have more troops and you can progress faster in the game. So the usual method is, well, of course there is only one method. We just make it more efficient with minting coins per village, and this feature is called mass minting coins, where you select all the villages and just select mint. But that is highly inefficient. The reason being that this flag, which right now I have the one this level flag minus 22% coin cost. So my coin cost will be minus 22% of the normal, with normal is 30k. I'm talking about the clear because that is the highest cost. And also I have this flag plus 100 plus 100% flag effectiveness. This is a flag doubler boost. It is available in some events. It is a bit rare than other items, so if you see it, make sure you prioritize on getting that. It was available in the last event of the dice roll event, which we had, the dragon event, and it is active for 48 hours and it will be ineffective once you change the flag. So make sure you activate this flag only after you have activated the coin cost flag. Let's say if you have a resource production active and you activate the flag doubler boost and then changed the flag to the coin cost flag, then the boost will become inactive and you will lose it. So first change the flag to coin cost, the highest you have, the highest level you have, and then activate this flag doubler. And this is on casual world. So now you need to okay, so the flag doubler boost can be activated in only one village. So you will need to pull resources. You will need to pull resources from all of your other villages into that. For that, I use this script. I will put it in the description of the video. Yeah, I think it is by her or him, whatever. And I have saved the coordinates here. Then once I click save, I can just press enter. I don't want it to pull from these two villages because they are new, and I will just press enter again. If you want to save a percentage of resources in each village, you can specify the amount here, but I don't want to. Ideally, you would not want to do that while you're minting. So now, as you can see, I ran this script previously also. So I am getting all the resources in this village, and now I can go to the academy and mint the coin. I can mint maximum. Let's So this is how you know reduce the number of coin costs, and how you can use the flag boost efficiently. Now you need resources to mint these coins. So the first thing is using these packs, the resource warehouse resource packs. I used a couple. So make sure you activate the flag doubler boost after you have stacked a few of them, ideally like 50% or 60% total. Then only it will be worth using these. So you can pop them. It will give you 20% of the total warehouse capacity that you have. So like I have 400k warehouse here. So if I use this pack, it will give me 80k of each resource. So that's why what I did was, for the past 2 days I spent all my time maxing out warehouse in all my villages. This was this is due to the bonus village having 50% more storage. As you can see, even if my villages are like at 2.7k point, 2.6k points, but they have max warehouse and they have level 20 market. You would need a higher level market to do that, because let's say if you have even a 400k warehouse and you have only 10 merchants, so that would be not possible to transport all the resources that you get. So for to accomplish that, you can create a account manager template. So I did a simple one. I called it only warehouse, and I have the warehouse and at the end market to level 20. So yeah, I can share this also in the video description. So you can just copy and paste this template. So excluding these 1, 2, 3 villages, let's say I have 16 and minus 4, so 12. So let's say 12 for 4 point. I have total warehouse capacity of 4.8 million. And if I use a 10% warehouse pack, I would get 480k of each plus some due to these and plus some due to this 600k. So I will get 480k of 80k of each resources because I have maxed all my warehouses. If I had it even like 50%, like each of them were like 215k at that level, it is I believe 27, then I would get almost half of that. So eventually you would have to max your warehouses to take advantage of that item. So that's why not max it in the beginning. And 480k of each resources would mean I would mint around 30 coins. So I would mint around 30 coins, and yeah, and after popping multiple warehouse packs, I can mint more resources. Plus, I also had a resource boost flag on all of my villages so that I could stack up a good amount of resource before even starting to mint. So before even using my warehouse packs. Also, I farm quite good. So I farm like 700k every day, 700k of each resource every day. So that brings around 18% to 20% warehouse packs. So having farming alone is bringing me an equivalent of 18 to 20% warehouse pack. And as you can see, my farming stats are pretty good. This is casual 17. I'm 692 point wise, and I am 300k farming wise. The same applies on this world also. I am 330 point wise, and I am 106 farming wise, resource plundered wise, and I'm not even, you know, farming at my full efficiency because a lot of these villages are new. Again, this village again I need to mint coins because I have already requested the resources in this village. Okay, so which village you need to decide that you will request all the resources. Ideally, the higher the warehouse, the better. So, for example, I could have built requested resources in any of these villages, the ones that have 500k warehouse, because the reason being that I don't accidentally end up overflowing with the resources if I, let's say, don't log in for some time. So the higher warehouse you have, the better. This is, I believe, due to the good connections buff, 20%, 25% storage capacity. So if you have like a bonus village which has 50% more merchants, it will bring to 600k, and then if you have this good connection buff in that village, it will be either to 700 or 750k. I'm not sure which one, depending on where the percentage is applied. So yeah, that is something you can keep an eye on. And let's say if you have a big stack, so for now I have only this small cluster, yellow. Let's say if I had 20 villagers here and 20 villagers here, and so now transporting resources from this area to this area would take a lot of time, and it would not be worthwhile. It would take a lot of time, I believe 3 hours or something, 4 hours per run, and then 4 hours to return back, so 8 hours. So I could do only a few, three per day if I'm active, 3 runs per day, and that would not be enough to transport all the resources. So you can create one village here where you can request all the resources, and then another village here where you can request all the resources. I believe this script requests the resources in the ascending order from the distance here. As you can see, I know that I don't want from this village because this is a new village I'm developing. So yeah, so for example, if you're request running this script on this village, so the first 10 to 15 or how many villages you have will show up in the script earlier. So let's say you can press 10, enter 10 times, and you can clearly get all the resources from here. And you can see the difference. For example, the distance in the script would be showing 10, 12, 15 fields here. And let's say if you have 20 villages here, the distance would jump from like 10 fields to like say 50 fields here. So now you know that you have to switch before requesting the villages. So let's say you can switch to this village, for example, if you are minting on this village, and then you can start requesting again. So now the resources will come from the villages closer to this village and not from this village. So that is something you have to keep in mind. Again, farming and prepping resources before even you are minting helps a lot. By the way, these villages are all charged up and just disabled it. So now how far you should mint in a one minting session? So I usually aim to get at least 12 to 15 nobles in one minting session max I can, because if I because the coin cost keeps on increasing. So right now, let's say if I have 20 coin costs, the next number would cost 21, 22, and so on, and the 15th would cost 35, for example. So now in my head, it is worth more for me to use all those 15 nobles that I got, get 15 more new villages, and then max the warehouse on all those 15 new villages, and then again run the maintenance section if I have the warehouse packs. If I don't have the warehouse packs and I'm only relying on the farmed resources, then I can mint as much as I want. But if you are using the warehouse pack, you can you should definitely get 15 more villages, because let's say 15, let's say 20 more villages will give you 8 million warehouse storage, and it would mean that if you are minting over 20 nobles right now, you are losing around 8. If you're using the 10% warehouse pack, you are losing 10%, 800k of each resources, which you would have if you used all the nobles. So I like to keep it around 10 to 15 nobles depending on the stage of the game I'm at. Again, as you can see, the villagers have stacked the resources here, and I can just easily mint all the resources, and I can run this script again. Okay, so no villagers have have their merchants returned back, so that is why it is not showing a lot. Yeah, okay, this village has its merchants returned, so it is showing 30, 30, 30k of each, and I just click send resources, and once I can see that all the villages have, good amount of, like they are not nearly full, so I can just easily pop over back. Well, this is 1%, so it will give like 4k. It is not worth much. This will give like 20k. I will use one, please. So 40k. Now I can easily request. Okay, this one is overflowing, but it is what it is. Now I can easily request resources from all these villages, because as you can see, the ones which were empty have like 40k plus 20, 60k, and then 4k from that one. So yeah, this is how you mint more coins and get more nobles. I will make more in-depth guides in the future and do world reviews. So by that time, well, we our tribe got to ruin villages, so that is a good thing. Although I don't know how long we can hold it, but yeah, it is what it is. Until then, see you, and yeah.